Yeah, now that I'm ready to do the actual take on this, hold on one moment. I guess my front camera on this is a little buggy there. So yeah, I don't know how you can hear me, but I'm looking at two different writs at this point. So I'm kind of, well, at least I'm ready either way. I mean, everything's packed up here. There's two objects that are unaccounted for, and the rest is all there, all here, ready to go. It won't take up more than a 5x5 space. So I just wanted to go through one last time, hoping I'd find my damn skeleton key, and at this point, my old imported briarwood tobacco pipe. So it's the only two things missing at this point. So other than that, not basically like 3 hours before the main hours close. I'm not sure exactly when the gate closes, but between now and 9, I should be able to move this. It's probably about a 20-minute walk with the shopping cart, probably a little bit further because I have to go the long way. But I guess I'm not going to try to take the shopping cart down this main road, although I might. Although I don't think it'll be a good idea. Maybe with the clothes I can do that, but not with my science project stuff that needs to go in the storage unit. And last but not least, of course, my cats. So, yeah, a little anxious on it all. Don't know. When I've got one that says I've got until Wednesday at 2, yeah, the 23rd. Yeah, so that's Wednesday at 8:30 a.m. or 8 a.m. as it was. Took a photo. Which basically I'm waiting for Monday to get everything, and so is everyone else at this point. And the space to even get moved over to is just barely ready, and I've been spending most of my time over here trying to figure out what the hell is going on. And then, of course, get over there and throw a little bit of food in the fridge over there, and, you know, come on. Well, where I'm at. So, I'm in between two places. Well, technically 3 places right now. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. So, yeah, 3 places at this point. But it's all just one fucking van ride. I'd be done. That's what's stupid. It's one van ride. Or someone who's got like just even a small Ranger would be able to frickin' fit this stuff there. It's nothing. Like I even am getting ready to drop actually the 2 extra dang project boxes, which I almost can't because I might have mixed a few things in on top of the last one. I'll have to double check. And then it'll actually reduce me to only having to move 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it's 4 trips either way, because there's no way I can fit both of my damn desks, not my desks, my plastic drawers in the shopping cart. I thought I could, but it's just not big enough. I mean, I'll tape them up and see if I can't get them to like kind of, if I set them down on their back sides really softly, they might make the transit if I tie them on top together. And that's actually the biggest part of moving anything. The rest is just my clothes and bedding and cats. Of course, my computers, but they're spare parts machines anyway, so it's not like they have street value, but, you know. Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm sitting there saying, yeah, and I still got like $50 worth of cans that can be turned in too. That's what's kind of like why I'm sitting here a little anxious. That's why I ended up sitting here and frickin' reorganizing one room at a time. Frickin' kitchen is about completely done now. Last few things to get tossed out. Last final cleanup. by the time I'm done with this, they're not even gonna have to do anything. So, you know, so that one's the one that the bailiff already put on my door. So I don't understand this. That's why I'm a little. Well, I could try to look it up the legalities, but basically, as of now, the 24-hour clock is ticking. So, like, if I'm not out by today, then they will be forced to invoke the second one, and it doesn't make sense. You know, I get my next freaking allowance on Monday, so that's kind of why I'm just like, I get paid Monday at this point. You know, I'm sorry I had to freaking make sure I got my freaking medical marijuana handled and food. I tried to at least throw a little something towards my ma's birthday. So she's not my like biological mother, but she's at least she's like my quote unquote my adoptive makeshift family. Half the reason I got the business taken care of here with the U.S. official side anyway. So yeah, it's kind of why I'm like looking at the whole situation going, sooner I get this shit in there the better, and I wish I could have just, anyone could have had a freaking straight line shot for this. You know, that's the poor side to it. I can't help my mom move much until I'm done here. You know, that's the damn truth. So, I've got half a city to move across, and they're just on the same street. So it's a I got only one other person I could have possibly asked, but I guess the one neighbors that I could have asked, since you know, kind of the neighbors have been making peace individually. I've been out there one by one, kind of just saying thanks for being a neighbor. You know. I don't know, it came down to no one really ever asked me. Well, the explanation was already going on, so then plus the soap opera, which is, you know, what happens when people get misled. It's like, no dudes, no peoples, I have real paperwork, and not the drug user, I'm not the crazy guy, although I will play some crazy shit for YouTube. And I've done some, like, preliminary, like, draft shit that I wish I had, like, I could just set up my cameras at different angles. And I already did those checks where I'm like, alright, I want to put the camera here and here, and then unfortunately, once if I do something like martial arts in the front yard and it freaks someone out, it's a little too late to start putting camera angles up, but you know, that happens. So instead I took the show on the road, and the ninja stuff, the drunk ninja stuff, kind of has a rebirth to a degree. So, you know, I gotta make a couple of calls here, because I'm probably gonna have one last power bill anyway, and I'll be cutting the power off here. Monday is the point. And cable, both my internet and power gets cut Mondays, but that's... You can't put a writ on the door that says... Let me show you. You can't put a writ on the door that says 8:30 a.m. on Wednesday. And then turn around and try to tell me that this is the day instead. Then this showed up, what, 2 days, 3 days late in the mail? 4 days late? almost. What is it? Let me check the date here. It's the 19th, so it showed up 2 days late, 3 days late, yeah. And the one on the door showed up sooner than that. So that doesn't make, none of that makes sense. Well, I'm getting two different answers. How am I supposed to schedule? You know, I scheduled Monday even though it says Wednesday. Because that's when like I said, that's when I get my little weekly allowance. And it makes it real easy. Hell, I almost freaking started saying, hey, I almost threw cash up in the air saying, who's got a vehicle I can get me moved out with? You know, but that was before, that was when I was still trying to actually get more bang for my buck because unfortunately my medical marijuana ain't coming from a dispensary right now. So I'm still a little bit dependent on doing it on the street, and it costs $100 to renew it. So that way I can then use dispensaries again. And the point is, that's also interrupted by the fact I'm not supposed to, the records request is supposed to be done, and then I port that over with the new Social Security number. So me renewing this thing, the more things that have to be renewed and actual legal names changed on the documents, the longer it all takes. It's already $50 worth of medical records I have to make a request. That's 5 medical records I have to request. That's $10 for official certified medical records. That's $50 on top of $100 just for all of that. That includes neurology referrals as well. I've got, shit, that could be a whole other request at that point. But anyway, that's another can of worms to open up later. The whole point is I poured over education, my actual solid medical records, not the compromised ones, because there's a lot of fucking questionable bullshit across the whole thing. That's what happens when people play control games, but it's alright. That's what I had the school throw my damn parents and / abusers under investigation for lying to them and for numerous other things going on their boat, not mine. Which is how everything got put in my name in the first place then, out of high school and trade school. Well, see, that's the thing. That's why half my reality check theme is because of what people took me for in the first place, and here's the reality check. And it's like, hey, I was actually doing YouTube videos. That's why I started saying, hey, your light's on. As you know, I wasn't like out there recording people. I was out there doing my own life kind of thing. Here's what I'm really doing compared to here. I'm going to do a PR thing. Here I'm going to do some goofy stuff. Here I'm going to do some real talk instead. I'm going to turn around and do some comedy and satire. It's the whole page. But you know, it all becomes drawl, and then I'm basically doing a goddamn a commercial on my own damn YouTube channel about my own YouTube channel at that point. And I've been trying to reduce that is because my method has been out there to be live and catch that type of reaction footage on a social experiment level, a reality check level. I have to have that disclaimer kind of almost playing in the background all the time. Almost. Or at least be ready for it, you know, very quick with it. But that's like when, like, I'm like a step from doing this like live feed style all the time. I'm literally, yeah, my next new phone is going to be set up for all live, because basically I'm not going to have my broadband anymore, so I'll get a phone that's got full unlimited internet service at that point, and good internal memory, and call it good. And then I'll be live probably more often than not, so that way I won't be doing many of my pre-scripts, because you can almost consider a good 30% of my channel kind of draft videos, if not 40, 30 to 40%. No, 30 is closer to 30% is actual draft videos. 10% of that's demo stuff, drafts, demos, kind of trying a few things. It's like old school YouTube at that point, you know. Seeing what catches, what don't. My black and white videos kind of did. Some of my shorts actually catch better than anything, so these are things I've been thinking about since I've been switching to going professional about this whole YouTube thing, now that it's been going on for this long, and I just couldn't believe people didn't realize that's what I was doing, which is all right. That's part of the gimmick. It's part of the whole shtick. Now I work on this formula a little bit more, and I just have something here for a reality show. So, not bad. Dropping my video times back to the old 20-minute or less format, and getting ready to do shorts. So yeah, that's why everything's been kind of delayed. I was literally in the middle of rebooting the channel and adding descriptions and proper titles and reviewing it takes a long time to review content. I basically winged it in some occasions. I'm like, all right, that's my theme, that's what I'm going on, all right, record, well, here we go. And then with limited recording space, all I can do is make that video and upload it. And with limited time and using public Wi-Fi during those older videos, some of those older videos are really fucking raw and actually really cool. So, compared to some of my new stuff that's like, you can tell is a little over-scripted. So, but that's alright. That's me finding my style at that point. But that's why if I was trying to go for acting or for filmmaking or something like that, you know, at least I could be like, yeah, I've been working on my own YouTube shit for a minute. You know, hell, even voice acting with some of the stuff that's only audio. So, that about sums it up. As I'm the one caught in the crossfire this time. This is the Z, and that's the new channel name, because the blind slice is more of the kind of slicing through the BS type real talk angle versus my satire and comedy. So it's a little bit more real talk than me being out there with it. That's reality check is everything on that, versus the blind slice is me actually getting down to the subjects. So, and cutting through the bullshit. So, welcome to the Z. I'm not sure if that's going to be the final title of things, but why the hell not?